hello, welcome back to the Big Fat Psychic channel. I'm so pleased to be reading again for you today. Okie dokie, so we're going to look at Harry and what is going on around them. Okay, so and yeah, it's one of them. So I've been trying to take my man off things, and obviously you don't, but so I've been putting up all my decorations for weeks. Honestly, when you see the picture you'll know why, but I know it's not got lights all over and everything. It's quite pretty, but anyway, so I asked him to dig me a little hole, you know, about that big. Okay, that big. I don't know why I let him try it at me, honestly. He's done a big hole, and my lantern has gone from straight to leaning. It looks like the Leaning Tower of Pisa. So I wasn't happy at all. I was not happy. I said, you can do that again. Get it all out. The way I do it, I'd engineered it, because I made this lantern, and it was in the shops. It'll have been over £200. So I bought a cheap one in black, and ended up spray painting it gold, and it does look fabulous. But anyway, yeah, so I said to him, right, take that out, and when I come down, we'll put it back in together. I don't know if he does these things, you know, so I don't ask him to do anything anymore. I nearly said something there, but I won't, okay. He tries his best, but it's never, ever good enough. So, yeah, if you see any mud or anything, I have rinsed my hands about 3 times, so, and I'll go back in the garden. Okay, so let's have a look at Harry. Harry, what's going on with you today? Well, he's certainly not wanting to face up to things at all. He's doing things, obviously, behind the scenes. He's letting other people go in the forefront. So you've got a lot of talk about coming to the UK. I feel like he is. Not in a fit state to do anything. Why is Harry not in a fit state to do anything? So he's not able to do anything because obviously he's created something, so a three-way situation as well. As if he's on some kind of project as well. He's trying to, but that's why he feels he doesn't have the ability. Well, that could be a couple of things, and we'll ask. It could be that he's been in rehab, maybe, you know, and he's working on things for 3 months. Let's have a look. Is he, you know, is this to do with his recovery? Love you. Love you. Lots of drugs here. Lots of drugs here as well. So is Harry worried something coming out online? I definitely say so. Okay, I definitely say so. And this will be more speculation about him going into rehab, because you've got drinking, you know, drugs, and then his obsession with, you know, the media. True or false, and just yes or no, please. And I won't send the card, I promise. But has Harry? Is it true that Harry hasn't seen his kids for 2 months? Oh, yes, it is. Yes, it is. Okay. So it's all going to start coming out. We've already seen a few trickles of YouTube creators, saying stuff. How does Harry feel then about? That's what I was going to say. It's like you're in something and you feel you can't leave because others would be affected as well. The only reason really Harry would do such a thing is for his visa. But what if I told you there's something else that could affect him greatly as well? How does Harry feel about Meghan doing all these pulling all these stunts? How does he feel? Well, it's something she does. She's still, they put it down to raising money. So, you need to earn this kind of money. So they won't change their behaviour because they seem to be happy with the amount of attention and maybe money coming to them. So, he knows as well that Meghan wants to tell the king he's in, rehab. Oh, no, it's not, is it? Does Meghan want to tell the king his son has gone into rehab? Does Meghan want to tell? Well, that could be why, she's singing out that she needs, a meeting with Charles and everything should go with her. But as far as I'm concerned, nobody looking at Harry's recent history is going to believe that a rehab is genuine. Well, if it was genuine, then Meghan has to go because she's the enabler. She would bring it. She hasn't changed, she hasn't changed at all, not in a demeanour, not in what she says, not in a thought pattern or anything. It's more like, do this to sort your visa out, sort your visa. Doesn't trust her, would never have a conversation with her, let alone on the telephone. How does Harry feel about not seeing his children for 2 months? You started, so you'll finish it. You'll start it, so you need to finish it. So that's probably with the. It's like he feels he's got no choice to be away. There's no escape. So I cannot think a trip to a rehab of his own doing is sincere. He's in rehab, probably does miss him. I know people say, oh, they don't exist, but, to me they do. I can understand why people think they don't exist. I don't, there's a million and one reasons. Anyway, he has to finish his programme, okay, so he can't just walk away like that. There's no escape, he's not allowed to see people, and when he says, I'm not giving up, He's trying to make him, that bit there, tries to make himself feel better about not seeing his children. Yeah, thinking of ways to attack the royal family. Now, you would wonder, oh my God, why the sudden head of abuse and accusations coming at the royal family? There'll always be something behind it, okay? So Meghan is not capable of just being vindictive for no reason. She's fueled by bitterness and venge. Wants revenge as well. So it's like, you won't talk to me and Harry. You won't do this. You won't do that. I'm going to do this to you. Okay, so why is Harry, in a rehab? Why? What's his motives? Because of something in the past, so purely visa related. Also, wanting to manipulate the royal family, trying to fool us into thinking he has changed. There isn't a treatment for being an arsehole, a traitor, a cruel person. It's in him. And then when he goes back to Meghan, it's still in him. It'll all come back. It's a show. It really is. Find out what happened in the past. So everybody's going to know that. I think they'll know drugs was declared. I've always said, that Harry actually is okay in this situation. And I'll still stand by it, but obviously he's worried. Can you imagine that he admitted having drugs and then going into the US? I'm not saying that's how exactly it has happened, but what is on that form means that he has to look good. Now there is another part as well where rehab can make you have a different perspective on things. So say that you was a battered person, and the other person continually just sets to abuse you, cause problems, wreck your family life, isolate you. You will be taught independently to feel, to get a new perspective. Harry needs confidence, but he doesn't need the confidence with the swagger and the joking and everything. And I'm not sure how long these photos have been out. Okay, so as many things that was been revealed to us since Harry's rehab stay. Of the Sussexes, both Harry, Meghan, and associates, have they been using old material? Okay, so in the last 2 months when things have been coming out, are these already pre-recorded and ready to go? Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, so and I think also as well, maybe would Charles know? I think so. I think maybe the head guy Archwell. I think he might know. Yeah, different man organised all these things as well, and especially with the tattoo thing. You see his face there. I don't know why, but I thought he was a singer. if you're going to try and be funny, or yeah, you know, some people just are funny, aren't they? But if you're going to try and be funny, don't try too hard. Photoshop, Photoshop. How does Harry feel about Meghan since entering rehab? So he's gone in there for a good reason, to save his family, whatever, himself. And then, you know, all of a sudden, Meghan the psychic didn't see this coming. You know, he realises now how selfish she is. He realises now that she's, you know, she's not psychic and she doesn't know everything, you know, gets things wrong. But even so, jealousy and attention seeking. So she would still want to exert her control while he is in a protected facility, environment. Does Harry still love Meghan? Like, you know, in love, in love, in love. I love this. So she thinks she's better than everyone. Okay. She cannot complete her job. Has to try and be in everything. Drops out at things, you know, at any opportunity, and is reckless with the money situation as well. You know, it's like paying $1 million to make 100,000. There's just no sense in it. Does he? Does he love her? No. Overblown sense of entitlement. Well, you know, now we know where you get it from, Harry. What are Harry's intentions for when he comes out? I think in 5 minutes he feels he's just undone, you know, 2 months. I feel, you know, so when he comes out, I kind of feel like, you know, this drug rumor thing on the internet is gonna, you know, heighten things. But when he comes out, he's gonna have to get over it. You know, get over it. That's It's an awful thing to say when you're being trashed all over social media. Um, I don't know, he trashes everybody else, okay, but you know, I'm just explaining how he will feel. So he's gonna have to deal with his emotions, and I think that would be the time to see if any of this recovery program has been useful. Okay, it's all right learning techniques and what to do and handle stressful situations, but it's actually another one on the outside, you know, in reality. I get the word nonchalant. I'm sure that's not what he's thinking, but it will come across like it's out of your hands, you know, it's out of control. He didn't really. What would have upset him before and greatly, it is not so now. Okay, what will, where will Harry go then when he gets out? Will he go to Meghan? I don't, because in 5 minutes you can just take it back like that. So I won't advise it. How does Megan feel about? I know I was going to ask something else, but I forgot now. It'll come back. How does Megan feel about Harry during all this? I've said this before. It's always been a issue in their relationship that Harry says one thing and then it's another. I think maybe Harry's not calling like he promised her, when you go into rehab. But I'm sorry, what they say is, ditch everybody else, okay? No visitors for so long. Ditch everybody else. We've got some work to do here. And you can't have, that you're working on people's emotions, so you can't have Megan just, trying to destroy or unsettle or turn his emotions, into trouble. Okay, it's just like, well, there's no point. And they maybe probably don't know the full extent of Harry's situation until he starts opening up. Okay, that was it. Where will Harry, stay? Will Harry go back to live with Meghan when he gets out? You need strength for this card, okay? You need strength to make a decision. He doesn't, I suppose it's only 2 months in and there's a bit more work to be done. But right now, all he feels is stress and pressure, and she's ringing here and she's ringing there, and she's trying to, tell the bloody rehab where to go, what to do. Get him to ring me. It's about his children. He knows there's 90% chance that he'll walk out of there and go back to Meghan, because he feels he doesn't have the ability. They're set up. He hasn't got a family support. I mean, many people haven't, but we're talking about him. And these, excuses, reasons could be because he doesn't know or have anything better. And then straight away that came into my mind about, he's got other properties, so he doesn't know what he's doesn't know what he's doing because we're not there yet. But it does, does come out. Okay, so does Charles know anything about Harry and rehab? I think Harry said, when you get out, you're welcome to come here. So there's obviously been some kind of big breakdown, big breakthrough as well. With usually when Harry comes to the UK, it's all about the showmanship, and I'll stay at Soho House and everything. All because Meghan can access him there. This isn't a meeting; it's an invitation. Probably hopes, how did Charles find out that Harry's gone to rehab? He's heard the trouble, the gossip, and everything, and people stirring it up. So it doesn't surprise him at all. Somebody has informed King Charles that there's this has to be managed properly, and carefully as well. Well, I like to, all efforts in vain, I'm afraid. Do any security services follow Harry 24/7 and report back to his dad? No, I didn't think so. No, and right now he seems to have been going nowhere. What do the rehab people feel about Harry and his progress? So, there would have been feeling for at least 6 weeks that Harry is not very forthcoming. He doesn't really talk about anything. So they might be wondering why he hasn't opened up as such. And there's like maybe a skepticism whether he wants to be there, for the right reasons. Okay, but I'm sure things will come out. And I have to say, talking about your marriage, especially when you're a prince, a member of the royal family, and your feelings, it can't be easy. Okay, he's already got a level of distrust with the media and his pals and everybody else, and paranoia. I think they'll push him more to open up. What will change, for Harry with Meghan when he comes out? Well, you've got trying to get good PR here. Okay, so what will happen? I don't think a change will happen. I'm just not sure. No, this guy is going hell for leather, promoting things, doing what he considers the royal work, Invictus, and uh, all the other things. So, well, I just know it's difficult to talk about. If you want to make progress and get out and do the work and try and benefit, I mean, I must admit, I'm not sure I would do too well in a situation like that, and that's just me. So I can imagine he's very guarded as well. But he's certainly going to come out, and people have got him. Like he wants, he'll go for things with good PR. So maybe also showing or trying to show his good side as well. Ask hard. What does King Charles? No, what does Harry want from King Charles now? like, oh, I went there, you know, with drug issues. I've done the time, Dad. I've been to therapy. I'm going to, you know, not use anymore. He wants to up his game as well. So he's thinking if he can do these things and demonstrate things, then he's got a chance, you know. He just has to keep on going and going. And I said last card, but I thought of another question. So, outcome for Harry in all this, is he genuine? He's not genuine. Oh, actually, oh, sorry guys. It looks like he is, you know, in a bad way. He's just gonna feel like he's got everything thrown at him. Well, welcome to the world of the royals. This is like full on kind of breakdown. You know, it's like a picture of your life, and then all of a sudden something happens, and you see that picture is actually something else. It's going to switch realities. I just feel like, you know, the villain and the victim at the same time. Look, it's not a nice card to have at all. You know, it's like reaches the boiling point of no return. You know, there's got to come a time when you a situation like his in his life just causes a lot more. He refuses. That's what he's doing. He's refusing to accept something. So that was Harry. What's the outcome for Meghan in this? She'd best not have. Yes or no? Has this idiot sent a mobile phone in, a secret one? Maybe not quite. Maybe not quite. But for her, it's like, you know, it'll be in, and she's actually expecting things not to change, you know, to go back how he was a few weeks before he was going into his recovery. How he feels torn between, you know, Meghan and his the royals, his father. You can think and get away with feeling something better or more understanding about a situation when you're in rehab, but it doesn't make it any, you know, it doesn't make it easy to come out and put that into practice when there's so many variables. While it's in there, you can expect, you know, more and more. He did a speech where there was a lot of white cupboards and I don't know, some stuff of Meghan's, I believe. I think that was taken a long time ago. They have these things, you know they do. They have these projects that they do early and then, you know, bring it out when they want to steal somebody else's thunder. What's the outcome for King Charles, please? he would be concerned about all the bloody, worry, arguments, and people bickering and having their points, legitimate in most cases, about Harry being involved. Okay, so I think there's going to be a bit of. I feel people want to, shout at him and, put their points across, but he's obviously a very ill man. And I think, out of all this, King Charles will realise that this is absolutely a bad idea. Just a bad idea. I don't think anybody will actually trust anybody. I hear people saying, "Oh, you're letting your emotions get the better of you." So that would be someone closer, i.e., Anne, maybe, to be quite authoritative. And let's have a look. Outcome for William. He wants to see something. He wants to see something. Do you know what? I wouldn't be surprised, to. You know that I'd want to go and see him. I know that sounds crazy and ridiculous, but right now it's difficult for me to say whether Harry's situation is actually genuine because of all the the motives, the visa, the Meghan, the internet. Let him finish his course, let him finish his course. I'm getting number 7. I think he might be out before. Oh, what's going on the 6th? I think William will just, kind of keep going to where he is. But it all depends, what kind of information has been passed and made available to the royal family. And they're not stupid, they're not stupid one bit at all. So yeah, I reckon this is going to hit the headlines. You maybe got a story meeting up. Well, I hope they learn the lessons, and don't tell Meghan anything. Because it all gets leaked, and it all gets twisted in a way, and it's meant to cause damage for Harry's viewpoint of his father's situation. So that's how she keeps him in line. Just carry on regardless. They're doing the pure work as well, and they'll get there in the end. Think also as well, William will be interested in how this led up to Harry going into rehab, because he smoked a bit of wacky backy and did the occasional sniff in the UK, but nothing what you would call such an addiction. Otherwise, every Saturday and Friday on a night out, loads of people are doing it. I once said, oh, well, I once told somebody I was an undercover cop when I saw mate dealing. And then, I'll give him what for. Took his shit out of here. But yeah, apparently they had the Coca-Cola so that they could drink more. And I found that absolutely astounding. It just did not make sense to me at all. And I turned around to the individual and I just said, well, Wouldn't it be far easier to drink less? But anyway, okay, each to their own. All right, guys, that's it from me. I'll be back tomorrow or the day after. We have things to do. And yeah, I'll be back soon with another reading. Okay, bye now. Bye-bye.